If you're watching this video, you probably have set up your cold email sending infrastructure. Inside of SaleGen, there's a video on that in case you haven't watched it already. And now you're thinking, so my life set up everything, I'm ready to start sending out hundreds and thousands of cold emails, get good deliverability, get replies, all of that nice stuff. But what exactly am I supposed to do to actually send out these emails to people? And this is exactly what we're going to be covering in this video. So by the end of this video, your cold email machine is going to be ready and you can literally start contacting people after this, adding leads to the automated workflows. We cover everything, like this will take care of it. If you don't have a template, if you have never sent like cold emails before and you want templates, subject lines, everything, it will help you as well. If you already have successful templates which you want to use, which you were using earlier maybe with some other software, and now you want to transition to us, because you can clearly see this is like better and more advanced and at the same time more affordable as well. And if you want to do that, you want to import those existing templates, you can do that as well. So I'll be covering all these different use cases and scenarios, and by the end of this video, you're going to have something which absolutely works for you and your company, and you'll never run out of clients ever again in your life. The first thing you need to do is simply log into your SaleGen account. Just go over here and log in with the email and your password. I've already logged in. This is what the account looks like. So yeah, I won't be covering that. It's pretty simple. So once you log in, you'll probably end up at the launch part, and over here you can see there's a tab called automations. Just simply click on the automations tab. Once you're over here, you can see there's going to be a folder known as outbound. In the future, when you're watching this and all, there might be like multiple folders, there might be multiple subfolders as well, because we're just going to like keep on adding all the different automated workflows and everything. Like in the future, obviously we'll create more automations to put in your account for free. So yeah, in case you don't want, like, you just keep in mind it might look a bit different in the future, but there's always going to be a folder called outbound, and in case we do change it, you can just find like the updates in the exact post you're reading. So in the comment, I'll just like create an update that okay, this has changed. But yeah, you're probably gonna find like a folder known as outbound. Just simply click on this. After that, inside this folder, you can see there's going to be another folder known as email. Again, there might be more folders over here as well, so don't get mad at me when you see multiple folders and you're like, bro, it was not there in the video. As we keep on creating more systems and everything, we'll keep on adding these things into your account for free. So just simply click on email. There's definitely going to be one thing. And now you can see there are a bunch of different multiple workflows which are live. So what I did is I went ahead and I built out all the automations, everything for you, and preloaded it into your SaleGen account so that you don't have to bang your head against the wall trying to figure out what exactly do you need to do to build out the workflow, systems, automations. And I'm like, bro, I'll just simply do it for you. But obviously, now you need to modify the systems which you've already built out for you. We've built out systems to send out the emails, track all the open rates, just see how many people have actually clicked on the calendar links which you send out to them, how many appointments are being booked and everything. So I built out all the systems which you would require for a successful cold email campaign. And all you need to do is make some small changes, make some modifications so that it is tailored and suited exactly for the thing which you're selling, to the niche you're targeting and your company and your business. Yeah, just a couple of changes would be required, but 99% of the work has already been done. So all we need to do is open the email folder, and there's going to be a workflow known as cold email outbound. Just simply open it up. So yeah, this is like, I know it's called a bit different, so actually I'll rename it so that no one has an issue with that. Cold email outbound. So let's just assume you never saw this thing happen. It was not named like email outbound system. There's going to be a workflow in your account which is known as cold email outbound, and we've already added all these workflows, these automations preloaded into your SaleGen account. And in case you do not see them right now, I simply want you to come over to the SaleGen community where you're seeing this post, and this will be like pinned to the YouTube comment. Like the pinned YouTube comment will have the link to this post. So yeah, you can join from there in case you're watching this on YouTube. And yeah, just come out to the community, tag me, use the exact email ID which you use in your account, and yeah, I'll get back to you. Another thing, if you're not very comfortable giving out your email or something in public, you can just come over here. You can click on the chat button and you can search for my name, Saumil Yadav, and you can just send me a message. I absolutely reply to everyone. You can see over here, all these people I've replied to. Yeah, so that's what you do in case you don't see it. But I'm assuming all of you have like cold email outbound already here. So simply click on this workflow right now. Once you've done that, now we have to make a couple of changes. You need to see you need to find this thing called gap between emails, and you need to click on it. So over here, when you come here, you can obviously zoom in a bit, and you can see there's going to be this one thing which says gap between emails. Just simply click on it, and now we can see how many emails will be sent out every single minute. So batch size basically means like how many emails will be sent out. So if I want one email to be sent out every minute, then like just keep it as one, and over here you define how much of a gap you want to add between the emails. So if I want like a gap of 5 minutes to be added between each and every single email, I'll just simply click on 5 and click on save over here. If I want a gap of 2 minutes, I'll just do that and I'll just click on the save action button. If I want a gap of like 1 day, I don't know why you want to send like one email a day, but in case you're weird and you want to have like a 1 day gap between emails, you just enter like 1 day. You can do it for like hours, minutes, whatever. If you want to send like an email after an hour and you want like a 1 hour gap between emails, you can do that as well. But most of you will be dealing in minutes, so you can do like 1 per minute, 2 per minute. You can also do like, let's say you want to send 4 emails every single minute, you can add a gap of 0.25 minutes. So now every 15 seconds an email is going to be sent out. If you add like add 0.25, if you add a gap of 0.5 minutes, then every 30 seconds an email will be sent out. So leave it as one, and over here just define how much of a gap you want to be there between the emails. I'll just keep it as one. Like 1 is pretty fine for me, because that way you can send out like around 60 emails per minute, which I think is pretty freaking dope. 60 emails per hour, sorry. Yeah, like just click on this and like make changes to this. Click on the save action button, and yeah, once you've done that, you can click on the save button over here at the top right corner as well, and define and specify the gap between the emails which you want to include. So again, pretty simple and straightforward. After that, you need to click on main email. So below this action, you can see there's this thing called main email. You simply need to click on this. Just like bring your mouse pointer over it and just press on this like main email, whatever. Once you've done that, you need to do a couple of things. Firstly, you need to write out the main copy, like basically the exact email which you'll be sending out to people. And over here, I've attached like a sample template already. So if you scroll down below where it says message basically contains like the exact thing which people are going to read when they receive your email. So over here, what we want to do is just like you need to just go and write out the exact email which you want to send out to these people. I've attached like a sample template. You can select all of this, delete it. If you want to add like a message which you personally wrote, maybe you had a successful message from another template, another campaign earlier, or you are watching a course from someone else, or you watch a YouTube video and someone said, yeah, this template is going to work well and you want to try it out, you can just simply type it out. So what I want you to do is just go to like Notepad or Google Docs and just type out the exact main email copy which you want to use for this. Also, you can use like any freaking template for this, and I've actually shared like a list of cold email templates. So I've created this post over here where I just keep on adding like resources of like good cold email templates and everything whenever I find it. So what I'll also suggest you to do is go to this post, and if you find a place where there are actually good like cold email templates which have been proven to work and convert, just like leave the link to the same in this post as a comment. So firstly, I have like a library of templates as well. I just started building it out yesterday, and all the successful templates which have worked for us, we're just going to keep on updating it, and also how you can replicate it for your niche. So this is the exact email we sent out, and we just keep on like including it as time passes. Obviously, we're going to do more. We also give you an exact AI prompt which you can paste into ChatGPT, and it just gives you like the exact email for your niche. So you just need to make a couple of changes into this thing, and just copy paste this exact prompt. So I'll just actually show you like how it works. So let's say I wanted to, like, this is a successful cold email I use in the agency niche, and I wanted to do this to like reach out to people in some other niche. I just go to ChatGPT and I just select like the latest reasoning model. I paste this exact prompt and make a couple of changes. So yeah, this is the instruction we're going to give out. All we need to do is replace your niche with the exact niche we're targeting. So let's say I want to craft this out for dentists, like a random niche which came to my head. Obviously, this might not be perfect, But yeah, it'll help you a lot to just get it started pretty fast. We're trying to sell them the thing what we sell, like what do we sell, and like let's say I'm trying to help dentists get like more appointments in appointment booking AI system, and just for sample, like just as an example, and that helps them with basically the things which it allows them to solve, helps them get more patients without wasting money and time. Just you know your niche better. Obviously, this is a very rough info. So you just paste in the prompt and you just let AI do the magic. You let it reason for a while, and this should give you a pretty good starting point. Obviously, it might not be perfect again, but yeah, I just thought of creating like AI prompts as well. So what you're gonna see over here is you're gonna find like the exact email which we sent out to these people, but obviously this will be for our niche, and there's gonna be like an AI prompt if we are able to find it, which you can paste into chat GPT, ask like make a couple of changes, like your niche, whatever, and based on that you can simply like find successful cold emails. And if you wanna do this manually, if chat GPT or AI does not give you like a good response, like it's just reasoning right now, I just let it reason, you can like literally use these templates to replicate this. So for example, you were like, hey John, found you on, like just replace these things in these curly brackets with the instructions. So like let's say you scrape, like this says like place you scrape leads from. So this is basically telling you replace this exact thing with the place where you scrape the leads from. So if I scraped it from Google, I'll just do that. And yeah, just follow the instructions. It's not very difficult. So there's gonna be like a massive template list of libraries, and yeah, it's a pretty decent cold email over here. Hey John, saw your profile on LinkedIn and was curious if you're still accepting new patients. I asked this because my buddy runs a dental practice like yours, and we built a system that booked him 130 new patient appointments last month. Since the schedule is full, we were looking for someone who can take on these extra appointments. Can I send you a quick 2-minute video showing how it works? Tell me that's not a cold email. Better than 99% people. So we've included AI prompts, everything. So you can just simply paste it and it will be updated in the future. So like the main thing I'm trying to convey is just have like a list, like the exact email you want to send out to people ready. Again, I've added this thing as well. Like Romeo Organic is a tool I use for like lead generation, like scraping LinkedIn. And over here, they have like a free library with successful cold email templates. You can like choose the category and different things, whatever. And yeah, you can choose like if it was a follow-up, it was a cold email, or if it was a sequence, whatever. So you can go through it, and this is a pretty popular template library as well. Lemlist is another cold email software, and they also have like a cold email template library. You can use this. Like Alex Berman, he is a pretty popular guy. Not popular, but he has like a lot of credentials and
Yo,
credibility
it's
behind his
fun.
name. And you can just watch this video. I'll always keep on updating this post with cold email templates. So what I want you to have right now ready is use these list of templates, or have a cold email template which you wrote out on your own, and more on that later, like how exactly you should write like good cold email templates and shit. Like we'll go over the theory part later in some other video, but right now I just want you to have like the exact email you want to send out to these people ready. And now we simply need to write out the main copy over here in this field. So like I've added like a random template over here as well. So you can use this template to get started. Otherwise you can delete it and paste the exact same template which you want to use. So what, like this is the template. Like let's say we're trying to tailor this to my exact niche. Like let's say I'm trying to do this where I'm like, hey, contact first name, found you, like you replace this with the place where you scrape the leads from. So let's say if I was sending emails to coaches and I scrape their emails from Instagram, I'll just write Instagram. If I'm targeting people who are like marketing agency owners, and I scrape the leads from LinkedIn, because that's like my niche. So I'll just try to do this. So yeah, I can be like, I found you on LinkedIn because there's the place where I scrape most of my leads from. So you just replace that with the exact place you scraped it from. And wanted to know if you can currently handle more dream outcome which patient wants. So you replace this thing with the exact dream outcome which the person who's reading the email wants. Like just ask yourself, what would a doctor want? He would obviously want more money. What brings him more money? More patients. Like if a coach is like, you're trying to sell to coaches, what do what do coaches want more? They want more clients. If you're selling to like roofing companies, what do they want more? More estimates. If you're selling to like any random niche, I hope I get the point across. So I just replace it with like more dream outcome which the person wants. So what do marketing agencies want? They want more clients. if you can currently handle more clients. Boom. Just that. After that, the second line is the reason I asked is because we recently used a system that helped either like over here, like the thing between the curly bracket, either you can replace it with the name of the person's competitor. So like let's say I'm in India and I want to reach out to like marketing agencies, and the biggest marketing agency in India is Ademise. RN is actually a pretty dope person. I like that guy. And I wanted to send this cold email to him. I just tried to find like his competitor, which is probably a company like Alpha Media Club. So I can just use that. Or I like if you don't know the name of a competitor and you don't have like a real case study, you can just do that. You can say like a friend who has a company like yours. So over here, like what I'm trying to say is the reason I ask is because we recently used a system that helped. If you have an actual case study, like you actually doing it for them, because 90% people will ask you, like, can you send me like the case study or something? They might ask you. So if you have a real case study, you can write the name of the company. So like let's say I held a company called like TG Media. Like only do this if it's a big company, like if they know it. So for example, if I was in the e-commerce niche and I held Gymshark as a company to get more like orders and customers, only then I'll write Gymshark. But if I'm trying to like, even if I have like a great case study, but the company is a company which is not really popular, which is known as like Twin Shark or something, which most people don't know about, they're gonna think like, who the fuck is this company? And I don't know you. So if you have a very prominent case study, you know, okay, this person is gonna know who this company exactly is, then you can like include it over here. But if you don't have that big of a case study yet, which is 99.9% of you, I'll just simply say like that recently that helped my friend, like in the curly bracket thing, you might remember we wrote this exact thing that held my, so I'll just remove this because I'm lazy and I don't want to write it out again. My friend who has a company like yours. So if you don't have a very big case study, you can be like, yeah, the reason I asked is because he recently used a system that helped my friend who has a company like yours to generate specific and believable and tangible thing which the person reading email wants. Like 40, like basically this means is we want to write, we help the person who is either a very big case study or he's a friend of ours who has a company similar to the person who's reading the email, get a specific result which the person is looking for. So what we want to do is we can like either write like all these idiots, we help them get more clients, more patients, everything. But that's not believable because everyone else is saying the exact same thing. So what you want to do over here is just be like, we help him get this exact result. And the more specific the number is, the more people are likely to believe you because that's just human principle and nature. So what you want to do is figure out what's the exact thing which people in your niche wants, which you actually figured it out over here, like more clients, more patients, more walk-ins. Like let's say I have a jewelry company. I want more in-store walk-ins, people who basically come into my store. If I have a restaurant, I want to increase my footfall. So you want to like write it exactly, like write specific numbers, and even if you don't have numbers, just make some shit up. Yeah, like you can do it. Like just if you don't have case studies, work of like offer people refunds and shit. And I don't think so that will be wrong legally. But if you do end up in a legal case, don't tell people I told you to do this. I am not asking you to tell it. Do it at your own fucking risk. I'm not fucking liable for you guys. Yeah, but basically you want to include like generate a specific and a tangible thing which people want. Like just ask yourself, what do these people want? If you had a restaurant, what do you want? More fucking money. What brings you more money? More customers. But more customers is again very vague. More footfall. More people coming into your restaurant. Because when you speak the language of your niche, people think this person actually understands me. Because anyone can say I'll increase your monthly revenue. But that's not the language of the niche you're targeting. So I'll just simply say like, I have a system that recently helped my friend who has a company like yours, like generate 113 appointments last month. Because every agency owner wants like more appointments, and they want more appointments. And I'm not saying like 100 plus appointments. I'm saying 113 appointments. Very specific. So you want to use like specific numbers, they just work better. Human psychology principles. I don't really care why it works. I just know it fucking does. So just use it because it works. And this thing, in case you're wondering, like contact first name, this is gonna be automatically replaced by the name of the person who you are reaching out to, provided you give our software the data. So if you have like a CSV file, a lead list, which has the first name of the person, it will automatically replace it with the first name of the person. After that, you can simply like just do this. So if you wrote like your friend over here, like over here, I gave you an option to write two things, right? Either a very big company who got like a dope case study working with you, or if you don't have that and you wrote your friend. So if you wrote your friend, you can remove this their part and you're gonna use the word he's, which is short form of he is. And if you have like a big company case study and you mentioned a big company like Gymshark, Amazon or something, then you can simply use there. So just ensure you're using the proper grammar, because when you wrote like a company in the case study, you have to assume they're in the plural thing, because usually companies have multiple people working over there. So you can ensure like there is added over here. But if it's a person who's doing it, you can simply like use he's, because he's a friend of ours. And obviously like if it's a girl, you can put like she, like just add an h before h, and yeah, you should be good to go. He's currently at capacity and cannot handle more dream outcome which prospect wants. Like just figure out what's the dream outcome which the person wants who's reading the email. So in my case, it's gonna be more clients. If you're targeting like someone like a lawyer, it's gonna be more cases. If you're targeting someone like a, what do you even call it, like a pool installation companies, then obviously more jobs, whatever. So just like use the language of your niche. I don't know your niche, I'm not an expert in that. So just replace it. I know the people in my niche, they want more clients. So it's a pretty simple cold email. So just a quick template you can get started with. It's pretty simple. Like the touch point, how did you find the person, why you're sending out an email. This has some social proof as well. So yeah, the person now takes you seriously. You have a reason to actually contact him, and you tell him, I want to see if you can use the system to get similar results. And after that, a very simple call to action. Can I show you how the system works in 2 minutes? And after that, regards, use a first name. This will automatically replace the name of yours. Like this will automatically be replaced by the name you have added inside of SaleGen. So ensure you have the correct name added. And if you don't want to go the extra mile, you can just remove it and add the exact name you want to add in your email. So just the first name of yours. So let's say I do Somil. Yeah, I'll just say like regards Somil. And I include this like sent from my iPhone, because then people cannot tell that it's actually like a cold email and they think like I actually wrote it out from my iPhone, whatever. Just click on save action, and that's like a cold email done. And you can like literally use anything over here, like literally anything. Use any one of these templates from here. I'll just quickly use a random template I find, and I just try to show you how to do it in case you want to use it. So like let's say I am trying to get like a cold email. Boom. Like why is it stuck on loading? Yeah. Cold email, cold email. You can select the category as well, like for what thing you want to do it. So marketing, let's say we want. No, this is actually shit. So I'll just refresh it. I just want to come to the default page. That's where you find the best thing. Let's say just like, let me just take this random thing, like get meetings booked for growth opportunities or whatever. So yeah, I'll just click on it. So yeah, let me just copy this exact template. Let's say I want to use it, and I just copy it. Because yeah, let's say you have a random template you want to use. You just come over here, copy it, delete everything, and just paste it. Now obviously like this is looking weird, so just select all of this. If text looks weird, choose the exact font you want to use. I'll just say like use Verdana, this one. Select all, or you can use Arial as well. These are two popular fonts which work well in email. And again, select all of this, click on this font size over here if the font looks weird, and select like 16 pixels. And again, like select everything, click on Control B or Command B if you're on Mac, and ensure it's not on like this crappy thing, like what do you call it, capitalization. This text I think is bit too big, so just select it, make it a bit smaller. So yeah, now it looks decent. What I want you to do is whenever you use these personalizations things, like that's the reason I wanted to show you this, is you need to ensure that the personalization fields are added correctly when doing this. Like, what I mean is, if you just copy this random template, this is a personalization field which will work in Gromi Organic, but every email marketing platform uses like different fields. So, what I want to say is, whenever you want to add like a personalized field, like let's say I want to add like the first name of the person over here, I'll delete this field which says first name. Then you can click on this tag icon over here which says custom values, click on contact and click on first name. If you want to add the first name of all the people who are receiving the emails, like the full name, you can click on full name. Otherwise, just click on first name over here. So yeah, that is what I mean by ensuring all the personalization fields are mapped correctly. So if you try to send emails with like this shit, like a hi first name, it'll actually go out as hi first name. It won't this won't be replaced with the exact first name of the person. What you need to do is delete this existing first name field, click on this tag icon, go to contact and click on the first name, and now this will be replaced because this is the exact field we use in our software. So every software is going to be different, so please ensure you've done this. I hope you're doing well. I see you published a post, done something interesting, blah 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 blah. So you can just like write shit over here, and yeah, just keep on doing shit, like just make some changes, ensure like line breaks, everything are taken care of, and boom. Another thing I'd like you to tell you is like line height. I'll just say like keep this at 1. Like, why is there like so much of freaking spaces, man? I have no idea. Like, yeah, just ensure like you don't add like just copy paste random shit. Like, best thing is I'll just say like just type out the email even if you use it from a template, because now there's like unnecessary like random spacing and shit. So that's what I was saying. If you wanna like use personalization, you have to delete the field where you're using the personalization, and you have to like do it. Like let's say I'm trying to write, I hope you're doing well. I see you've done great work at company name. Like let's say I wanted to use the company name of the person, and I have the list of company names in the lead list, and I want to use that. Again, I can come over to custom values and again click on contact over here, and after that I can click on this thing called company name, and now this will automatically be replaced with the company name. So what I'm trying to say is, when you're trying to use personalization, please ensure you're using the correct fields which we have used in our software. And because like in the templates you're gonna have like these personalized fields like first name and something, but that won't work in our software because every software is different. So I'll just quickly like save this. Just wanted to give you like just wanted to get a point across, and yeah, this should hopefully have explained how you can use like your own templates, how you can use our templates or templates from any place in the world and actually personalize them and use it properly inside of our system. Again, reply to this post below with a quick video explaining your issue if you need help with it. If you're facing any problems, you have like literally any problems, just reply to this post. Like you can leave a comment or you can create like a new post in the Outbound Systems channel over here in the community. It's absolutely free. Just record like a quick Loom video. Just go to loom.com. It's free to record. Just record your screen using this. Like that's the exact software I'm using to record it, and just share the link of the same and I'll look at it and we'll help you fix all these issues. We're here to help you, but please ensure you don't make mistakes, because then you're going to be like ruining your reputation and your lead list and everything. Yeah. After that, after you've like written the email, don't forget to like save it. But obviously you need to write like the subject line as well, because without a good subject line, your emails won't be opened. And if your emails are not being opened, they're going into spam or some shit, and people are just not interested in opening your emails. No matter what you do, it simply won't work out, right? So ensure you have good subject lines as well. And you need to write out a subject line which you're going to be using, and you have to use it over here. So yeah, again, a thing I would like to share is I've created like an entire guide on subject lines, some guidelines, principles, examples, templates, everything. So yeah, you can just follow it over here. Yep, just click on this link and this post is going to open up, which has like the exact tutorial on how to use subject lines for cold emails. I've also attached like free resources to check if it's spammy or not, AI that will help you like create better versions of your subject lines for absolutely free. whatever, an AI prompt as well that will help you with subject lines, everything. So I've like literally gone all the way and ensure you never have to worry with this again. I've also added a list of all the subject lines that I've personally used and seen a 60% plus open rate with. So this is obviously like always continually updated. So as time passes, we'll keep on updating it as well. The more data we have. Again, please watch this YouTube video. So I've created like a massive tutorial covering everything related to subject lines. Follow this tutorial please, because if I try to explain subject lines and everything, it's going to become like way too lengthy, this exact video. So yeah, I'll just suggest you to use a subject line using the guidelines mentioned in that video. So yeah, just write out a subject line which you want to use. Like let's say I want to use a very simple subject line like hi first name. So you don't write like first name like this, like you don't write like hi first name and then expect our software to automatically replace this shit with the first name of the person. Whenever you want to use like a personalization in the email as well, again you have to do the same thing. You click on this tag thing, this thing over here at the right, and you click on contact, and if you want to use the first name you can use this, if you want to use the full name you can use that. You can also use custom fields, like if you have custom data in your lead list and you want to use it inside the subject lines or like the email copy, I'll be creating a tutorial on that as well. So keep your eyes out for that exact tutorial and just create a post and tag me if you need help with that. So please ensure you're using like personalization correctly over here as well. So like what I'm trying to say is like, yeah, that's what I included over here as well. Please ensure like personalization fields are added correctly when doing this. What I mean is like, let's say you go to this spreadsheet, like the list of cold email subject lines, and you want to use like this thing, like you want to use this thing, like this exact email line. What an idiot would do is they'll just come over here, they'll come over to our software and they'll just paste this exact email, like this exact line, because they don't even want to use their fucking brain to figure out what needs to be done. And that obviously won't work out. So you don't have to do it like when I create those things, they are created just as a reference point. So delete first name, click on this tag thing, and yeah, over here, click on like contact, and then click on first name. Now the first name will be replaced. So just make some changes when you're copying it. So let's say I wanted to use the first name and the company name of the person. Like over here, someone might look at this and like let's say I want to use this thing like company name XC or company name. Like someone might copy the subject line and without using their brain, they might just simply paste it and be like, why the frick is this not working? You cannot use company line like this. Delete it, click on this tag icon over here, and over here, come over to contact and click on the company name over here. Yeah, company name. So now the company name of the person will be automatically replaced. I hope this genuinely like made sense. I tried my best to actually explain it and put everything out well. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just ensure like you added the correct subject line over here as well. I'm just going to be using like hi first name for simplicity purposes. And yeah, like just ensure the action has been saved and you've added a subject line. This is the lengthiest part. Like this is the thing which actually takes the most amount of time, like creating the first email and just copying the text from the templates and whatever you want to use in the main email and giving it a subject line. After this, it is actually pretty simple and not really complicated. If I had to be honest, I'll just close out these other things because yeah, subject lines will be covered well in that thing. So yeah, you can just watch this tutorial on subject lines and this will cover everything. You don't need to watch a video again on this. After that, we now need to change the follow-ups and everything. So yeah, now what you need to do is come over here, ensure you actually like once you made the changes in the main email, you clicked on the save action button at the bottom right corner. Now when it comes to like just come down below and you're going to see this thing known as FUP1, which is short form for follow-up 1. Just simply click on this meeting. A couple of things you need to keep in mind. Number one is you need to ensure that the subject line is exactly what was there in the main email. So this is like the first follow-up email which will go if we have not yet received a reply. If we receive a reply, the follow-up will stop going because obviously we don't want to follow up with people who have already replied. Yeah, so we need to ensure that the follow-up email and the main email are using the exact same subject line if you want the follow-up emails to go below the first email in a thread. So what happens if you use like the, I'll actually try to just, I'll try to like quickly open up a random email address which I don't use, and I'll try to show you what I actually mean by it. So let me just try to do it. I'm not sure if it will work or not because this is like a dummy account. The email will probably go to spam with this. So let me just see, like, let me just try to show you what exactly I mean. So like, let's say I try to send a test email to myself. Sawmill unfiltered. Yeah. Send test email. Did I receive it? It'll probably go to spam because I've not added a domain. No, this is not that. Yeah. So actually it landed in the inbox without a domain or something. So this is what the first email looks like and everything. Like obviously the first name is not added because we don't have a contact over here. If I was a contact inside of SaleGen, I would have received the email. Now what will happen, hopefully, which should happen, like over here, if you come down below to follow up one, and if the same subject line is being used and I just paste the exact same thing, and yeah, let's just see if I receive the email or not. I'll just, yeah, no, so it did not come in the same thread because, oh wait, I changed the subject line, that's why it did not come in the same thread. So yeah, that's what I was trying to say. Like if you use different subject lines, the follow-up emails, they'll be sent out as different emails. Like for example, in the first thing, the subject line, like the subject line in the first email was hi first name, hi Sawmill. So that's why this email came. And now let's say you wanted to send the follow-up email, which is simply like this. Hey first name, I just wanted to bump this up in case my last email got buried in your inbox. Would appreciate a response on the same. So if you use like a different subject line, because over here in this email, main email, you can see the subject line is hi first name, and in the follow-up one email, the subject line is our meeting first name. Then if you use like different subject lines, the follow-up email will be sent out as a new email. And now the problem arises, like what might happen over here is the person is just opening this email and he's like, bro, like what email was it? Because you sent the email to him like 1 or 2 days ago. He does not remember like each and every single email he received. So that's why I would suggest you to not use like different subject lines. So let's say we were using the exact same subject line and we try to send this follow-up email. I just send it to myself as a test email. Let's see what we received. Yeah. No, so this did not come because I don't have a domain connected. But what will happen in like 99.999% of the cases, because you already have your domain and everything set up and connected and all, what will happen is this exact email, it will actually be sent to yourself as a thread. So I'll just try to show you. Yeah. So as you can see, like let's say this is a hypothetical test email. When you send out this email and you try to send like a follow-up to the other person as well, this is what would happen. The email would not be sent out as a new email. It would actually end up below it. So let's say like this is the main email which you sent out, and the next follow-up you wanted to send was, let's say like the next email you wanted to send was something like, hey, just wanted to ensure you saw my last email. Now that email would come up below the main email. So when the person actually opens up the follow-up email, he can see what was the original email as well. So I hope this makes sense. So yeah, just to ensure that your email, like your follow-up emails, are sent out in the exact same thread as the main email, you need to ensure like the subject line used in the follow-up email and in the main email are exactly the same. And the way you do this, like click on main email, click on subject, click on control if you're on Windows, command if you're on Mac, and copy this exact thing and come on FUP1, which is follow-up one, and paste it so that the emails actually sent out in the same thread and people actually receive the emails and they can see like what actually was said to them in the first email, instead of them trying to go back in the inbox and see what was actually said. So I hope this actually made sense. So ensure that the subject line is exactly the same as it was in the main email if you want the follow-up emails to go below the first email in a thread. I'll highly suggest this. If you do want the follow-up emails to be sent out as a new email, you can just use like a different subject line. So what you want, like if you wanted this email to go out as a new email, you can just use a new subject line. So if you use the subject line, hey first name, no, Sawmill unfiltered at the rate. I don't use this email address, by the way, so don't try to send me cold emails on this. I never open it unless I'm testing things out for YouTube. Uh, boom, 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 boom. Just open up quickly, just seeing. Yep. So over here, if you want to send the email as a new email and not in the same thread, then you can simply just use like a different subject line, and the email will be sent out to the person as a new email. So yeah, that should hopefully like make a lot of sense for you guys. So yeah, just ensure like the subject line is exactly the same. Just copy it from the main email into the follow-up email if you want the follow-ups to go out as replies to the main email in the same thread. And if you want to use like you want to send out the follow-up emails as a new email, then you can use a different subject line. After that, you can just use the default follow-up messages, or you can like type one out or change it if you wish to. So what I'm trying to say is the default follow-up messages, like we have templates built in already. So this is a pretty generic one which will apply to almost all types of emails. Hi, first name. Just wanted to bump this up in case my last email got buried in your inbox. Would appreciate a response on the same. So these are like follow-ups which I've already created. You can use this. Otherwise, if you want to change it, like just make some changes. So if you want to be like, hey, first name, just click on like this tag over here, custom values, contact, first name, reply to my last email or I'll eat you alive. Let's say you wanted to send out this follow-up for some reason, like you lost your mind or something. Yeah, just click on save over here, and yeah, you can just like add anything you want to include in your follow-ups, and yeah, just click on save. Yeah, you can make changes or you can use the default follow-ups as well if you want to do it. So two things related to follow-ups: either use the default ones or you can make changes and use the same subject line if you want the follow-up to go in the same thread as the main email, or if you want the email to go out in like as a new email not related to the first email, you can use a different subject line. Also, I'm working on this document which like where we add all the different follow-up templates. Right now it's freaking empty because I wanted to get out this thing out as fast as possible because a lot of people were requesting this tutorial. But when you're watching this video, this will probably be filled with different follow-up templates which we have used successfully in our company. So you can use this for inspiration, or you can come up with your own different follow-up methods, or you can just simply search for follow-up templates, cold email. Boom. You can just do it, and you can use like a lot of different blogs. So there. Otherwise, YouTube is obviously one of the best places. So you can just search up like follow-up cold email. Boom. And a lot of people will give you like follow-up templates and shit. So you can just watch these different videos and everything. So you'll have a lot of inspiration for finding stuff to say in the follow-ups. If you want more help with the same, if you are unable to figure something out, just again create a post, tag me, and we'll be more than happy to help you out. So yeah, just use the follow-up templates or use the default follow-up messages if you want to. And now all you need to do is repeat this exact step which you did. Step number 6, where we made changes to the follow-ups for the second follow-up and third follow-up as well. So ensure after you've made changes to the follow-up thing, like once you've made the changes to the subject line or the main message, you click on save action over here and you actually save it, because if you're doing all this work and you're not saving it, it won't really freaking matter. And yeah, after that, you can see there's this thing called follow-up 2 as well, the thing which is the second follow-up mail which will go out. You can click on this again, ensure like the subject line is the same, all the same instructions which you followed. So just ensure the subject line is the same as the main email. Click on this, contact, first name, and yeah, you can use either this default follow-up message which we've already created for you, or you can add your custom one as well, like using the exact instructions I shared with you in the last step. So this is what we use by default. Firstly, first name. So firstly, John, you're not on the list, so let me know if you don't want to hear from me again, and I'll personally ensure it. Could you let me know if the previous email I wrote out are relevant for you, or if you cannot handle more dream outcome currently? So replace it with like dream outcome with just the thing which people want, which is like handle more clients or handle more patients, handle more jobs, whatever, like you understand your niche better than me, and click on save. Again, yeah, pretty good. After that, click on the follow up 3 thing over here, and again, you have to just ensure like the subject line is again the same as the one which was sent out in the mail email, and just click on first name over here and hi first name, boom. And after that, so this is like the last email we send out. Obviously you can just delete everything and like add your own templates or whatever you want to write. Yeah, like totally cool. So yeah, you should be good to go. Absolutely no worries related to the same. So just be like, hey first name, hey John, tried to contact you a couple of times but didn't hear from you yet. Let me know what describes you appropriately. I'm interested in getting more dream outcome. Just replace it like dream outcome with the exact thing they want. So yeah, it will be more clients or patients or jobs or whatever. You understand it already. I cannot handle more dream outcome. What do they want? Like more clients. So it's pretty simple, like plug and play. After that, like it's pretty simple. I don't trust you enough yet. You reach out to the wrong person. Have a lovely week ahead. First name, you can contact me on the same email in the future when it's a good time to speak. Boom. Just click on save action over here. And yeah, that's everything sorted. Again, this might look a bit complicated. This workflow, you might have questions like what exactly is each thing doing. So what I'll do is before this video or like after this video, I'm going to add a video which explains the entire system. Like what exactly are we doing, the entire walkthrough of the cold email system, which we're going to be building out for you guys. So yeah, that's what is going to happen. So I think I did a pretty good job explaining how you can make changes to follow-ups and everything. Again, if you have any questions, any queries related to this, just reach out to us. Like just create a post, tag us, and we'll be more than happy to help you out. One thing I do need to you guys to do is just go to this free spam checker tool. Just click over here and copy the exact email body. So yeah, just come over here. Like let's say firstly come to main email, come over here, click on this, and after that where you have actually written out the email, just click on copy and copy the entire thing. Click on like Control C, Command C, or right click and click on copy like the old school guys, and just come over here, delete everything which is over here in this thing, and just paste out your exact email. So now this will tell you like what exactly might appear spammy in your emails, and this will obviously hurt your deliverability. So yeah, just make some changes. Helped my mate that held my buddy. I don't think so friend would be really big of a, yeah, you can use like friends, like just make some changes. That helped one of my friends. So instead of my friend, if that was like appearing spammy or something, we just use like that held one of my friends. So what we want to do is we want to remove the words which might trigger like spam filters or something which might cause our emails to go into the spam box, and you want to replace it with words which are not spammy or something, and they convey the same message. He's currently at capacity and cannot handle more clients. So I wanted to see if we can use the same system in your company. Yeah, so instead of for you, I say in your company, because it said like for you was spammy or something, and attain like and achieve similar results. Yeah, so if get is a spammy word, we can be like, yeah, attain similar results. So I'll just copy this thing. After it says like great and there are no words with issues and anything, like nothing is highlighted, then it means like it's completely safe to use. And I'll just simply paste out this exact email. You do need to add like line breaks. You might see like there is no spacing. So just bring your mouse over here, press enter, bring your mouse to the end of this sentence as well, press enter, mouse over to the end of this sentence, press enter, press enter, press enter over here as well. So yeah, you just need to add like spaces after that. So this will ensure your emails don't go to spam. Again, click on follow up 1 over here, copy this and just try to paste it over here and see. So yeah, it says great, there are no issues over here, so you don't need to make any changes. After your follow up 2, just copy everything, boom, paste it over here. Yeah, relevant. So I can just like remove that as well, because even if we don't have for you, like it doesn't really affect anything. So just make some changes till the time the overall score says great and there are no words which might be spammy or something, and I'll just add it add a line break, press enter over here as well, save action, and yeah, I just do it for all the things like follow up 3, last follow up, boom, yep, I'll just paste it. Yes, pretty cool. So yeah, this is fine as well, so no need to make any changes over here. So yeah, this will just tell you if your emails are spammy or not. Ensure you clicking on the save action button over here, and that's literally all you have to do. One last thing you need to ensure is you need to click on save over here, and after that you will be good to go. Like after that you can close this tab and everything will be saved. This is a dummy account and obviously not my main account, so I don't want to make any changes over here, so that's why I won't be saving it. But you need to click on this save button, otherwise it won't be published and you do all the work and nothing will be saved, and then you're gonna get mad at me. So yeah, over here I'll click on back to workflows. Over here it's literally saying you have unsaved changes. Do you want to proceed? I'll click confirm, but you should be saving your work because otherwise like there's no point of it. And yeah, if you have any queries related to this, again just create a post. I'll be creating tutorials explaining all these different systems, what exactly is each thing doing. I'll be showing you how you can add more follow-ups, how you can remove follow-ups if you, let's say, wanna send only 3 follow-ups instead of 2. How can you add like the correct timing and differences between follow-ups and everything. So tutorials and all of those things will be added over here. So do not worry about it. I'll cover it. Any questions related to this, feel free to let me know. I hope you have an awesome, lovely, fantastic day ahead. Bye bye, man. Take care.